Do you ever struggle when a round table discussion switches languages? You understand everything, but when it's your turn to speak, you freeze or you lose your flow. If the answer is yes, this is for you. I'm Coach Dave, founder of the English Speaking Gym and the Fluency Code. I help professionals stop freezing and speak clearly in real situations. In this video, you will learn how to switch into English smoothly during roundtable discussions. I'll also show you where you can use these tips in real conversations. Let's begin. Switching languages in roundtable discussions and meetings. How to stay in control when you move between languages in real time. The promise today, total flow control. You will learn how to actively manage roundtable discussions in English, even when you switch between native and foreign languages. The delivery will be sound clean when you speak, organized and confident in live panel discussions, and of course this applies to meetings as well, without stuttering or losing track of the main narrative. So just being present, able to listen, able to focus, and able to lead the discussion. This is a reality check. Moderating is hard in any language. Native speakers can struggle with it. Non-native speakers struggle even more so in many cases because they can lose control, they can lose speed, they can overthink, they can hesitate, and so on. So it's not easy, but with the right approach, with the right practice, with the right feedback, you can absolutely master this. What goes wrong? Translation. This is a big one. Always in meetings, roundtable discussions, of course, just anything where you're dealing with people in real time, you have no time to prepare, you start translating word for word, losing instant response time. That's not good in those situations. It can cause miscommunication and slow you and the others down. Losing the thread. You focus so hard that you miss the flow of the discussion. People are talking. 1 minute you're listening, the next minute you're focusing on your own thoughts, and you lose the thread. Not good if you are especially leading or moderating something like this. Speaker hesitation. This can cause long, awkward delays when passing the talking floor from one panel guest to another. So just hesitation, overthinking, and all of this leads to lost authority. A hesitant moderator loses the command of the room. That's not what we want. We want someone in control, someone keeping on top of the discussion, calmly, confidently, trustfully, and of course authoritatively. The proof. Strong moderators do not speak perfect, complex English, just to be clear. If you want to be a strong moderator in a meeting, in a round table discussion, you don't need perfect English. The pressure's off. If you're chasing perfection, good luck. That's not the goal. Instead, they excel at managing the debate structure, the pacing, and conversation flow. Weak moderators hyper-focus on finding perfect vocabulary. They translate too much, and they completely lose the room's attention span. Doesn't matter. It's far better to say something, even if there's a mistake, as long as it is clear, that's the goal. But to say it with confidence, with authority, that will get much better reception in a meeting, in a discussion, than if someone's trying to chase the perfect grammar and vocab and so on. So the main problem is you try to translate everything instead of managing the conversation. And it doesn't just mean translate, it can just mean chase perfection, looking for the right word. Essentially, your attention is inwards when it should be outwards. You should be paying attention to the people around you, not paying attention to your own head. This can be difficult, but with the right approach, with the right practice, with the right support and guidance, you can absolutely train yourself to focus outwards instead of always being trapped in here. The main shift, literally translating, stop doing this. Stop translating raw sentences in your head between languages during live panel answers. What I would suggest, if you're struggling with one language more than another, in this case English, have some sentence starters prepared, because once you start speaking in that language, trust your brain that it will finish for you, that it will flow, because you're thinking in that part of your brain. For example, I'd just like to interject here. Remember something like that. The goal here is just have something ready for different situations in the discussion that might come up, so that when that situation happens, you're not overanalyzing, you're not thinking, how should I start this? You just have it ready, you say it, then you have flow, you keep the momentum going, okay? Don't translate during the answers, during the discussion. Just have some prepared sentence starters beforehand. Controlling structure. Follow the roadmap of, or the plan set for the meeting or the roundtable discussion. Guide the direction and dominate the conversation flow. It's put quite strongly, just be in control. Be in charge. You're the authority. You don't need to wait for someone's response to give you permission. You do it. You take control. If you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Don't panic. Don't freeze up. Accept it, go around it, and keep moving forward. So rule number 1, control the agenda. Establish roadmaps. Have a plan. Map 3 to 5 key points before starting. Never enter a live discussion with that pressure without knowing your destination points. Know exactly what it is you want to discuss and establish the main topics in advance to keep you on track. Simple as that. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Next is to use anchor phrases. So, recenter. Just like the sentence starters, have some phrases ready to help you change the flow of the discussion. So you can say, let's come back to that. You're recentering. This stops ramblings and pulls the discussion back to safety. I'll give you more examples of things you can say, but really you only need 1 or 2 for each scenario. Pace. You want to move forward, you want to speed up a bit, you can say, I want to move us forward. Direct, clear, of course say it respectfully, your tone is very important, your delivery. This signals politely but firmly to move to the next item. And diversity is bringing other people in. I know this well. If I'm doing a group coaching call, some people are more confident than others. Some people are more comfortable in front of the camera. Some people are more comfortable in a roundtable discussion, in a group discussion. That's normal. As the moderator, as the authority in that situation, it's your job to spot who is feeling comfortable and who isn't, and do your best to get those guys involved to make sure that they get a share of the floor. So it elegantly shares the mic while giving everyone a chance to speak and being inclusive. So you're not got some people hogging all of the microphone space and other people not getting involved. It's a moderator's job to do that. Okay? So just 3 sentences you can use for different situations. These are anchor phrases. Again, I'll give you a list of these you can use in the cheat sheet. Use simple English, rule number 3. So powerful, so effective. Don't wait for perfect words. Avoid seeking complex structures. No one cares if you use a fancy word. You're not impressing anyone. Just keep it short, direct. Phrases. Short and direct phrasing holds power and presents you as a decisive, focused leader in that situation, in that meeting, in that roundtable discussion. Keep it simple, keep it direct. If you start trying to use lots of fancy big words, you're going to be way more likely to make mistakes. Why do that to yourself in that situation? There's nothing wrong with using big words. I love fancy words. They sound great. But there are sometimes certain situations where they are just not necessary. And these kinds of high pressure ones are exactly that. Short and direct is enough. This is not a grammar test. This is not a vocabulary test. You're not trying to pass an exam here. You're just trying to be clear, in control, the authority. Short, direct, that's enough. Some of the best communicators in the world keep it clear, keep it short. They focus on their energy, on their tone, on their delivery. All of these are so important as well. Rule number 4 is to summarize often. So summarize every 2 to 3 replies. Anchor thoughts. This is what this does. This is the benefit. Repeat the key point in simple English or whatever language it is. This locks down progress and gives the audience clean milestones. Something to refer back to. If they said something and went on for 5 minutes, just summarize it in a paragraph, in a couple of sentences. That's okay. We just want to ensure everyone is following. Rule 5, control transitions. So prevent drift. You are the commander of the round table. Explicitly guide who speaks next, when they speak, and outline exactly what they should target. So when you bring someone in, you really want to be clear what you want them to add to the table. Be the leader, prevent drift. Guide who speaks and why. This is what a powerful moderator does. So this is a drill. Now, again, a lot of information, but it's okay. It's all in the cheat sheet. I want you to do this. Take a single topic, choose any hot business topic or general domain debate. So just choose a topic. Could be related to business or general life. Moderate for 3 minutes. Run a strict timer. Do not break flow for pauses. You're doing a role play here. Switch speakers often. Force transitions every 20 to 30 seconds. Use simple segues only. Rely 100% on simple transitions. No complex vocabulary. Keep it simple. Make a recording. Post it in the community and await feedback. Strategy. The focus in your next meeting, focus 100% on structure and flow control. Your grammar does not dictate roundtable success. Don't focus on that. It's going to do your head in. Just focus on structure of the meeting, of the discussion, and focus on controlling the flow. Drop accuracy. Let vocabulary mistakes slip past. If you're switching between languages, that's a huge feat. Like, you should be proud to be able to do that. Accept small flaws. Keep the flow alive. That's your absolute goal. It's going to take practice. Remember, a good moderator is not a translator. A good moderator is a controller of flow. They steer the ship. They guide the conversation. That's their job, not to translate everything like they are a robot.